That's what's happening. You know, I probably mentioned this in a few of my videos already, but I'll say it again. You know, when I was a kid, you know, I had a red bicycle with the, I don't know if they were ape hangers, but we called them high handlebars, and the banana seat and the sissy bar and the whole thing. And I would ride down our rural country road. There was never any traffic back in those days. It was just out in the boonies. And in my fantasy, I had a whole gang of motorcycles behind me, and I was the leader of the pack. Well, I finally got to experience that. Now, I have led the group before, but you know, just locally, not a big run. So I did have the experience of leading a posse of 9 people, to include myself would make 10 of us, and we left Medina, Ohio, and rode up to Sandusky for Ohio Bike Week. Turned out pretty well. It was a wonderful ride. Now, before I go any further, there's a couple. It was really cool to meet the 9 of you. I mean, some really good folks there, and I thank you so much for joining me on the ride. I want to thank Philip. He brought me a t-shirt from Clement City, Michigan. Philip rode down from Michigan to join me. Thanks, Philip. Nice shirt. So I got a brand new t-shirt there I can add to my collection. Oh, and I want to thank John Shue. John Shue came down from Westlake up near Cleveland, and he gave me a real nice card to give to V, and she was so appreciative of that. She really appreciates the support, and that card made her day a little better. So thank you. But we had some good riders. Tim and his son Tristan rode up from Portage Lake, south of Akron area, to meet us and ride with us. Lance rode down from Michigan to ride with us. Ray rode in from Pennsylvania to ride with us. So these guys came from all over the place, and that was really neat to me. Now, what I wanted to talk today about, though, was being the road captain, being the leader of that group. You know, when I was a kid, it was this dream that I would be the leader of the gang. And when it comes right down to it, I don't know if it's all that glorious. You know, as the head bike in the pack, you know, I'm looking ahead, and all I'm seeing is a road ahead of me. I don't see any other motorcycles. I mean, I could be riding solo for all I know, unless I look in my rearview mirrors, and then I could see a line of the bikes behind me. Now, there's some responsibility that comes with that. First of all, before we left, you know, I had to make sure everybody knew the route we were taking and what our destination was going to be, and kind of what the plan was through the day. You know, so everybody kind of had a ballpark idea of what the schedule was. When we left Medina, then I took the lead right away, and I'll be honest with you, I was a little nervous. All these guys behind me are counting on me to lead them the way and to get them there in one piece. And, you know, we had to go through some road construction. We had to go through some downtown areas of these little city burgs. So there was traffic lights. Now one of the responsibilities I felt was to keep the group together. And looking in my mirrors, I could see the headlights, but it was really hard for me to count, you know, to make sure everybody was there all the time. You know, and you'd come to a traffic light, and those are the things, the most common things that break up a group of motorcycles. You'll go through the light when it's green, and you no sooner get through and the light will turn red. And half of the group gets stopped at the red light. So I'm looking in my mirror, making sure everybody makes it through the traffic light. If they don't, then I got to slow everybody down so that when the light changes green again, the rest of them can catch up with us. So, not a big challenge, but just something that I had to watch for and be cognizant of. Well, little did I know that Mike Schaefer got stuck behind a concrete truck somehow, and he got lost way behind us. I had no way of knowing that, though, and I don't know that anybody else in the group really realized that he wasn't there. But it took him quite an effort to catch up with the rest of us. And he said he was pushing the speed limit a little bit, just trying to find our taillights and catch up with us. So yeah, there are some situations that come up. Of course, I had no idea, being the lead bike. Some of the other responsibilities, some things I had to look for as being a road captain was, coming into these little burgs of the speed limits, because some of those are speed traps. You got to make sure you follow the speed limit or stay right in that ballpark, because 5 or 10 miles over, you can get nailed, and I don't want anybody, not any of us, to get a citation. We wanted to have a good day. And it turned out to be a pretty good day. Oh, the weather was beautiful. It was sunny, and our ride took us out through rural Ohio, west of here. Beautiful country, and it was just a very comfortable ride. Now, I knew the route that I wanted to take everybody on, but you're not always exactly familiar with where the turns are. So I'm watching street signs, of course. I'm looking for Route 601, I'm looking for Route 250, and I wasn't exactly sure when they were going to happen, so I had to be always watching, and then I see, oh, there it is, so I have to let everybody know, turn signals, make sure everybody knows we're turning right here. Get up a little road a little ways, make sure everybody knows we're turning left here. So that was stressing me out a little bit, making sure that I didn't get everybody lost. Well, once we got all the way up into Sandusky, we're heading up towards the lake, and I missed a turn. Actually, I didn't miss the turn so much. We were following Route 250. And Route 250 runs all the way up to near where the block party was taking place for Ohio Bike Week. Little did I know that 250 ended right there. The road kept going straight, but it said end of 250. And off to the left veered Route 6. If I would have veered to the left and taken Route 6, I would have gone right to the block party. But I kept going straight and dumped everybody right into this marina parking lot. I don't know where we are. I got everybody lost. I failed my mission as a road captain. One of the, I don't know if he was a local guy or what, but he pulled in, and he wasn't with our group, but he pulled up on his Harley and he said, "Are you guys looking for the party?" And we said, "Yeah, we are." He said, "Take that street right up there, turn left, and go about a mile down the road and you'll run right into it." And that's exactly what we did. We were so close you could smell it, but, So did I fail? Well, yes or no. The other incident we had that I forgot to mention as we were coming up into Sandusky, Sandusky is the home of Cedar Point, and Cedar Point is the huge amusement park, one of the big ones, and it sits right up there on Lake Erie. Well, as you're coming up 250, there's actually a lane that veers off to the right that goes to Cedar Point. I guess I failed to realize that. It was there were two lanes there. And when I realized that the lane was splitting off, I moved everybody over into the left-hand lane, but John Shue didn't make it. and he was forced off to the right and took the ramp off to Cedar Point. Luckily, he was able to catch up with us pretty quickly, but he had to go do some traveling to get himself all the way around back to where we were. Well, I didn't plan on staying up there very long, like through the afternoon. There was so much to see, and of course the party goes on till probably midnight or later, because they have bands playing and everything in the evening. I couldn't stay for that. I had to get home. I had, the responsibility of my wife to take care of. So being that, I told the guys I was going to have to leave a little bit earlier in the afternoon. But before I left, one by one, they began to peel off and go their own way. Of course, some of these guys had to ride all the way back to Michigan. So, by the time I was ready to leave, I think there was 4 or 5 of us left out of the group that were still hanging together. The other guys had already split off and gone their own way. I had made it clear to everyone that there was absolutely no obligation to hang around with me all day. When it came time to leave, everybody kind of went their own way. I peeled off and went my own way, so I rode home solo. 1.5 hour run. I will say this, I was tired, I was hot, because we had walked around quite a bit. The sun was beating on me. I probably should have drank a little more water. So the ride home, I wouldn't say it was brutal, but I was glad when I finally got. I did get messed up in my directions again on the way home. I didn't take a wrong turn. I missed my turn and ended up almost in downtown Norwalk. So I had to pull over, pull out my phone, see where I was, and figure out how to get back to where I needed to be, which wasn't difficult. I was fairly close anyways. And I was able to get back on track again. But the ride home was, you're tired, you just want to get home. And although it's a beautiful ride, I was happy to get back home. In all, it was a pretty good success. Everybody had a good day. Everybody got there safely. We had a lot of fun. There was a lot of good food. We ate. And we just had some good camaraderie and just walking around checking out the sights, looking at the custom bikes. And I even got to meet some people that I knew. And I got to meet some people that I didn't know that recognized me, that were like, "Hey, Itchymoche." That's always interesting. Kind of fun. Makes for a fun day. So thanks to you guys that rode with me on Saturday. I really appreciate it. I had fun meeting you, and I really wish I could spend more time learning more about you and hearing your stories too, because you guys were all a good group. Well, thanks for watching the videos today. Hit that thumbs up button, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the videos, and we'd love to have you along for this ride. Until next time, cats, ride hard and die free.